Alrighty, Juby. It has been a lovely chatting with you. We had a brief conversation off the recording here. And, it really, really just showed me the insight when it comes down to your interpersonal skills and your listening skills. So I would love for you to touch base on that. But before you do start with that, Juby, I have your resume pulled up here. So I want to go ahead and kind of highlight some key skills that you have. So looking at your resume, you have, the problem solving and conflict resolution. You worked in customer service as well as sales. You worked in sales for about 4 years, which was at the Home Depot. And that's really where you got to, really use your
Actually,
listening skills so you can hear what the client or the customer is seeking. So I would love for you to touch base when it comes down to your sales experience, or your overall professional experience, and then we'll go from there.
okay. Working with Home Depot was like the best experience of my life so far. We had day-to-day clients calling, and we had new clients also calling because they wanted to test products and they wanted knowledge of products. And knowledge of products is the best thing. You need to know what you're selling before you even sell it to someone. Like product knowledge is like falling in love with the product and like making other people fall in love with the same product that you have fallen in love with. It's like knowing someone from the inside out and knowing what they did for you, knowing what the effects that happened when you first meet that product, when you first meet that person, and then explaining the same thing to the other person. That's magical. Like knowing what you're selling and having people have the same base feeling that you felt whenever you start using the product is magical. Like people just love that. Like when you know what you're selling and fall in love with the product that you're selling and make other people fall in love with it.
Absolutely. And that was very,
And
very
that's
well
the
spoken. And that's
that's
kind and that's
that's
what
the
we
best
touched
thing
base on a little bit
about sales.
before this phone call. That is the best thing, and I love what you said earlier, which I briefly touched base on, was the fact that you have to be able to listen to the client or the customer so you can find that solution that is best or privy to them, and that's their solution. So you said that amazingly, so I thank you for that, Juby. We touched base as well about the duties for this role that you applied for, and that that aligns with what you're seeking in the part-time role. You're comfortable with the days that they'll be needing you at their office. So with that, Joby, I would love to know, what skills do you have that sets you apart to other candidates?
Well, every candidates have their specific skills. Me, I like to touch base on like listening to people. I really have a keen for listening. I really have a keen. I like to listen to people, and I like to like solve problems. It's like a puzzle. It's like whenever you have a puzzle in front of you, the what's on your mind is to solve that puzzle. And if you don't solve that puzzle, you feel like you lacking something. You lacking a piece of that puzzle. And when you solve that puzzle, you see that like everything is in place and everything is perfect. It's a perfect day. The sun is shining and all that. It's like my skill that most people lack is listening to other people other than listening to themselves, because I'm trying to solve your problem. I should listen to you. I should have a perfect listening and a perfect understanding of what you resolve your problem. So the skill that I have that most people lack is listening and the ability to respond perfectly where the problem is.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what a sales rep needs. It's a phenomenal skill to have, especially to be a sales rep is listen, a lot of the times the sales reps just want to sell their product and it's a lot of just spitting it out to the client. So that's a phenomenal skill to have in a role such as this, Juby. I would love to know when are you looking to start a new role? Um, what's the time frame with that?
Well, I can start tomorrow if the interview is tomorrow because I'm like I'll be more than happy to start today if it's today because I really want to get to know the people, get to know the team because I'm a team player and I really want to start solving problems and knowing the product that I'm gonna sell it to excel on my selling skills and to grow with the company because I like growth. I like going from one point to another point, not going downwards, but going upwards with the help of a team and a lot of people that care about you and you care about them. I like that.
Absolutely. And it sounds like you wouldn't fit very, very well with this company, and their culture, right? The owner has built an amazing team, very close knit team. And that's what he's looking for someone to really be able to migrate to that team and still maintain that, the team, right? Because there's no I in team. So it's being a team correlating those different departments that he has and being able to be a team player and jumping in if someone needs help. So I'm glad that you touched point that you're a team player and that means a lot to you. Um, but Juby, it really has been a pleasure speaking to you this morning, getting to know your professional background. I'm going to stop the recording, but I don't want you to hang up. I want to continue chatting with you off the grid.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you for your time.